Hi guys, I just thought I'd give you a little run through my latest commission of Ember Celica. The majority of it is made from 2.5 sheets of ABS plastic vac formed over fiberglass moulds, meaning that the whole body is actually hollow, as is the top plate and the cuff. So it doesn't move around too much on the arm. I decided to pad them out with some plastizote sheets of foam just glued in to back it out again so it stays nicely on your arm. The shells and the gun barrels are made from resin casts with a little bit of firelight powder mixed in to keep them lighter, and also just kind of adds a little bit of strength to it to a degree. But as they're small pieces, again, they're not likely to break, really. These parts are screwed in there and glued on, so they're not coming off anywhere. While the shells themselves are just super glued onto this strip of silver leather. Now, about the strap mechanisms. For the cuff, it's due to its shape, I had to be a little inventive with how I strapped it on. So what I decided to do was use a strap of leather. You don't have to use silver, you can use yellow or whatever you want, really. I chose silver because I kind of wanted to just add a little pizzazz to it all. Now, due to the nature and shape of the cuff, with these parts protruding out further than the main base of the body, if I was to glue the strap all along here and here, these parts would basically make it lock into place, so I wouldn't be able to open it. So, to get around that, the cuffs have only the strap glued up to a certain point on both sides, allowing for it to freely move. So you've got a little bit of movement, so in space, so you can actually move it, so it doesn't lock into place. And so the cuffs lock into the actual position. I've made some like little plastic teeth, just from offcuts of plastic I had. These basically just slot into place behind the vac form cuffs, and then just buttons up there. For the internal straps, nothing fancy, just a bit of black elastic. They're sewed onto some offcuts of leather, which I then glued down onto the foam using contact adhesive. And again, same thing here with this back strap, though for this one I used some plastic D-rings and some webbing there onto the little offcuts of leather patches. And this way it meant I could try it on and then work out how much length I needed for the elastic strap. Now, if you choose to do this or buy one of these kits, you don't have to use elastic. You could have the Velcro. You don't have to have the straps at all if you don't want. But I find it keeps it closer to the arm, so it looks nicer in photos and feels a lot better as well. More secure. You know, you could use the old leather buckle with straps. The old, a bit like an old watch and everything. And again, you could do the same thing here if you wanted. Now, due to the radius of this being quite large, it allows for, well, I'm going to say near enough one size fits all, to be honest. So to tailor it to yourself, just add some sheets of foam in, just to pad it out and everything. Again, it makes it feel a lot more secure on the wrist, so it's more tighter and more comfortable. So yeah, as you can see, just again, clicks in there, clicks on there. And that's the basis of Ember Celica.